I think our motivation was really driven more by wanting to be aligned with an educational movement that was going on here in the community. And we wanted, I think I've mentioned this before, what we wanted to accomplish is we wanted students who are graduating from No Excuses schools to recognize a No Excuses college, so that when they got here, things would look very similar to the experiences that they'd already had, So the No Excuses schools are working their tails off to get these students ready to go to college, and what we wanted was when these students arrived for this to look very similar to what they expected. What we've done with No Excuses is, we were the very first No Excuses community college, and so we haven't walked away from that. We hold ourselves to a No Excuses standard, and we use this No Excuses terminology as a filter and a guide for making decisions about how we're going to serve students. And we wanted that transition for those students from the local public schools to be natural, and for this college to not feel like something that's completely different or alien to them, so that they would be comfortable, so that they would be connected from day one, and ideally that everybody will go on and successfully complete, which means to us they'll either graduate with a certificate or a degree, or they'll successfully transfer to a four-year school and work on a bachelor's degree.
I noticed walking around the campus, you use a lot of posters, stories, things like this that you don't see on a regular campus. Explain that to me.
Well, that stuff is completely designed to provide the kind of symbolism that one might expect to find on a No Excuses University college campus. And what we did was we got all these stories. Like, every single student has an amazing story. I mean, we wish we could have a poster for every student who ever went to school here. But ideally what those posters do is, first and foremost, that the students will see themselves in those posters. When they see somebody in that poster, they'll say, okay, that's me, or I have a similar story. And it'll inspire the student to stay in school, to persevere, to complete. The other thing is, it's all about the stories. And this was just a way to kind of elevate some of the stories we already knew about students who had had difficult challenges while they were at AC and were able to overcome those. And we've put those things all over the place because we want students to look at those and be inspired and know that they're not the only one who's grinding through this. I mean, being a college student is difficult. It's totally doable, though. And we have students that look just like you who are completing every day. And so we have these posters all over the place. And in fact, we have plans to create even more.